Alright, so we're finally back. Welcome to part 2 of King Quest 6. We've done the worst part of the game, now it's time to do the rest. Oops, that's not how we're going to do the rest.
There is no worst part of the game. The whole game is the worst part of the fucking game.
But yeah, now that we've visited the Oracle, we can totally go to this very foreboding place called the Island of the Mist.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Yeah, first we're gonna see if our buddy Jolo is doing alright.
Someone get Ragny cookie.
That's a great Jello voice.
That's not the Jolo
What he
voice.
sounds like.
That is definitely the Jello voice
That
now.
voice was nothing.
See, it's for cookie. That's good enough for me.
Is the wedding still moving forward at the castle?
Prince Alex, egads, yes, that confounded wedding has a
Egads.
I didn't come here to talk about that, though. I came.
Wow, that portrait looks worse than I remember.
Isn't the wedding bad enough?
No, listen. The Wazir knows that you're here, Alexander. He's posted extra guards, and he's telling them about.
But of course he knows we're here. We fucking visited him.
The Wazir's genie must have learned of your presence in the land, Prince Alex. I don't know how, but he must have.
I have
Run the jewels fast. This just followed.
Alexander, this is serious. Al-Hazred will never let you get
Just gonna
close to
read
the
every
casino
notification you get in the
He's
Jello
told the
voice.
castle guard
I
probably
guess.
sure you keep out.
Yeah.
Get
Hey gods, my wedding is ruined.
Too bad
Unless
Gods.
I go do the wedding at Krusty Burger.
Even died.
Delightfully devilish, Jolo.
Oh my god.
You might be able to get close enough to.
Psych, it's really not that much of a change from your real voice.
Tell me more about this.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Shmir Shmazel.
It's like, do the
Al-Hazred
Steam
brought
Tam
Shmir
meme,
with
but
him
as
when he came to
Jello.
this kingdom. Shmir probably won't directly threaten you.
Well, Shamir, I made it despite your directions. Oh, super.
What is the Minotaur there?
Yeah, it's too bad we cannot get our hands on Shamir's lamp.
Wouldn't that be a fine thing?
You would wish to be master of such a wicked creature?
Oh, Shamir isn't necessarily evil. Genies never are, you know. They only reflect their owner's heart, for good or ill. Al-Hazred is hardly a shining example for an impressionable genie.
So how do you propose we go about getting Shamir's lamp?
What? Oh, Prince Alex, I was only dreaming. I mean, the lamp is heavily guarded. It would be easier to steal Al-Hazred's own trousers while he's wearing them than it would be to get that lamp.
But I can get the
surely
trousers
brown
anyway
hands
if you
are
want me
quick and
to.
Well, yes, they are, as a matter of fact. But then the theft would be detected almost immediately. And then... my poor neck. Oh, I see. Yes, well, there might be a slim chance.
Fortunately, they can't reach my neck because they'd have to get through my face.
No, if only they get me and then they kill me, then I'll never be able to serenade again.
I might get close enough, but I couldn't tell you what to look for. I caught a glimpse of it only once. I would know it if I saw it again, but to say I cannot.
Well, I'll just have to see what I can do.
Good luck to you then, Prince
Isn't the
Alex.
solution to that
I really must
nonsensical?
be going back to the castle. I don't think I'll be able to come back here.
Oh yeah, but that said, I definitely
we
missed
were
some dialogue with
spied on,
Jolo
well,
because
it's too
this
high
is
a
like the
risk. I
last
hope you
bit of
understand.
dialogue you get
If I
with
see
him.
Kasima, I'll tell her I saw
But
you.
hey, at least
If
it's
you
the
do
most
ever make it to
important one of the
castle, look me
bunch.
up. And do be careful, friend.
I will. Goodbye, Jalo. Thanks for all your help.
But yeah, now, if only we knew what the lamp looked like. Oh, alright. Realism! It's like, are we just gonna see Jolo? Oh my god! We're just gonna see Jolo on every.
Let's go!
Alright.
Making my way downtown.
Alright.
Walking fast, faith is fast, and I'm homebound.
Good day, Jollo.
This is called swag.
Fine furred friend.
Oh my god. My fine fur friend. Hey, I'm Jollo too. Hey.
Please.
Wow.
Be gone. You're not welcome at the castle, Prince Alexander of Daventry.
Prince Alexander.
I fucking love this reading. Yeah, we missed.
Who's Prince Alexander?
Oh. Now, if only I'm gonna steal a lamp, I'm gonna have to do a stealth mission. Oh.
Alexander pulled out his magic clown costume.
And then I am here.
Alexander.
Alright, now let's go to the Isle of the Mist.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. From the northeast come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Ooh, spooky.
Alright, let's obviously have a look at that. That sounds great.
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle.
Seems like a good
before him.
idea.
Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place. But as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
Brothers, look.
Uh-oh. Alexander's been seen.
Well,
Of course he has. He's
Sounds
standing
like
right in the middle of the fucking pillars.
yeah.
How appropriate that he
How did they
should
spot
find you
me?
in our rain festival. Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient
Shut up.
poet saying,
I'm so
I
glad you're
must
gonna
offer
die.
my assistance.
first save himself.
A man who saves others must
Alexander is
save
pushed
himself,
into
and
the
we
confinement
sure are
of the
not in a
cage.
position to save ourselves.
And the cage is swung out
Okay.
over the bonfire. Alexander starts to feel.
And here we are.
We're having a
The
good
bottom of the
suntan.
cage is getting uncomfortably hot. Alexander is getting really hot.
Oh boy, alright, we
Alexander
finally have
pushes
something
out
for the
from the cage
ladies.
Before the first tongues of flame ignite the wicker.
We're
Oh
kind of
jeez, he just like melts.
Yeah, we melted before the cage even was set on fire.
Next.
That was a bit too hot to handle. Alexander should have been better prepared.
Right now we can't really do anything about this. Let's just stay clear of the ceremony. But yeah, we're going here.
From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting. Alexander reaches into the fire pit and takes a lump of coal.
Yep, here we go, lump of coal. Now that seems familiar.
Alexander takes the scythe.
Oh, I see a
To
site.
take the path,
Oh.
Alexander need only walk on it.
I
Oh,
guess.
Thanks.
But yeah.
The way north is blocked by impenetrable forest.
Yeah, as pictured here, because hey, there's surely a whole lot of forest up here. Yeah, we had to come here in order to get these two things.
From the northeast come the...
Yeah, I know there's these things.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Okay, so now, what do I do now? What did I get? Oh yeah, that's right, the lump of coal
Alexander
and the
feels a
other
strange pulling sensation.
thing. Yep, this is a path you walk on these. Yeah, now we have a lump of coal. Now we can finally solve a big dilemma. And oh hey, a new item suddenly materialized here.
Oh, how mysterious.
Alexander picks up the bottle.
Yep, let's have a look at it. A potion that says drink me.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion. and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it.
Alright, I guess.
What a forward bottle.
Alright, let's drink the bottle that says drink me. Sounds like a good idea.
Alexander decides to swallow the potion in the bottle labeled "Drink me" to see what happens. Suddenly,
What
his
a
vision
drinking
fades to
noise.
black.
Yeah.
His lungs become too heavy to breathe. His heartbeat slows.
And we're dropping to seizure land.
Disco!
Yeah, disco land. You're the disco king. Oh, a disco thing.
Then, beats no more.
Graphics.
Yep, we're dead.
He could have just
Suddenly,
fallen down.
His heart takes a lurch, then beats strong.
No, wait, never mind. We didn't die.
We're still in Disco Land.
Yeah, we're still in disco land, and we're coming
His
back
chest
to life.
heaves like that of a newborn.
What?
Yep, there we
His
go.
vision clears, and
Okay,
Alexander
fine.
feels fine.
Phew. For a minute there, I thought, what if someone else had seen me and thought, sounds?
Oh.
And thought sounds, huh? Oh, you still have the potion, too.
Okay, so we still have it. So I guess we can reuse it if needs be, but alright. Let's just pretend that we don't know about it. Yeah. If we ever wanted to fake her death, we have the means in order to do it. Yeah, if we ever want someone to see that we died, then we sure have the ingredient for it.
Your Highness may as well spend her royal
Oh
time.
no,
contemplating something
fuck!
else. The lump of
This
gold
again?
will be
Yep.
sent to the
Alright,
cousin of the crown
let's take another
under
break,
my
shall we?
name, and that's all
Can't you
there is
skip
to
the
it.
dialogue?
No!
Alright, time for some jokes!
Yes, it shall. If the
Hey,
cousin
Thyke!
is
What kind of apple grows on a tree?
Well, it's the apple bun. I don't know.
The answer is all of them!
White shall be henceforth used for all mopping up of cabbage stew.
I didn't say the jokes were funny.
You what?
I guess.
Oh, wouldn't I? Oh, it's you! Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
Yep, there we go. Now we have a brilliant idea. Here, stop fighting.
I found the two of you another lump of coal, so that you can stop fighting over the one you have.
Oh, let me see. A lump of coal. And what a beauty it is, too. Oh, marvelous. Now we can stop fighting, sister. Your Highness can just keep the old lump of coal, and I'll take this new one. Quite right. That settles everything. As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent and truly incredible spoiled egg.
Ugh.
Thanks.
Let me see that lump of coal, Your Highness. It is a beauty, isn't it?
Also, I just hate how come they
It's
just
bigger than
freeze
my
into
lump of
place
coal.
every time that
Let me
the
have it
dialogue
immediately.
occurs. It's
It's
even
mine,
stupider
body,
whenever
Your
you don't
Highness.
have
It's my lump of
subtitles.
coal, and it is indeed larger and much grander. Just look at that sheen.
Who's ready for more
I
jokes?
demand you exchange with me immediately.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
We're
I'm
never-
glad he shrugged at the camera.
Uh,
That was
ah,
it.
okay, I thought I was gonna go right next to the vines and I was gonna die of strangulation. Oh yeah, that's right. I probably should actually start working on stuff. So yeah, when we went to the island of... Yeah, when we went to the Highland of the Druids and everything, we ended up seeing the scenario that will occur on us. So now it's actually time to check out, well, you know, our spell book in order to see, is there anything that can help us out here? We have a spell for magic paint? a spell to make rain. I think that definitely will be useful here. And what's the other one? Charming a creature of the night. That is oddly
Okay.
specific.
This is the last page.
So that's kind of a shitty spell book. There's only 3 pages, or 3 spells. But yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. We need a couple of drops of salt water that are not from the sea, a vial of sacred water, how convenient that we visited that oracle, and we need falling water. So, alright. Where in the world are we gonna find salt? There's only one
From
way in the
crab
world.
babies.
Yep. There we go. How do you make a baby cry? Envy.
Alexander gives one of the baby's
How do you make a
tears
baby
bottle
cry?
of
By
milk.
doing pretty much everything.
The other baby's tears seem to resent
Fucking
Alexander's
baby.
gift for some reason.
Oops. I was about to collect the tears using hair.
Nice.
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp.
Some of the baby steer's tears. Yeah, here we go. We have salt water. Now we need sacred water. This one is pretty easy. We already have it. So here we go.
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears. The vial, now empty of its sacred fluid, disintegrates.
Yeah, that's okay. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, I did save game. Now it's time to work on the final
Alexander pulls out his
ingredient.
magic map.
Falling water, but where are we gonna find falling water?
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
He says that part so, like, emphatically compared to the rest of his dialogue.
Hey, do you experience a strange pulling sensation?
I love that dance.
Well, I mean, that probably will be how you'd end up acting if you went into boiling water. But yeah, now we have to bypass this thing, and yeah, good thing that we have a shield.
Alexander decides to pass through the gate, preparing the shield just in case. The magic arrow completely shatters the shield. Good thing the arrow didn't hit Alexander.
I don't know, I still think that would have been a better thing if he got hit by the arrow. Okay, here we go, more roses.
Flowering rose hedges grow on either side of the path winding north. Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
A magnificent white rose.
Alexander walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked.
Once again, you need to go to the Isle of the Mist because, yep, you need a scythe in order to cut that off.
Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges.
You can't climb over the
The
hedges.
leaves fly
No,
as
because they're
Alexander tries to cut the branches
enchanted.
faster than they can grow back together. He sees light. He's through.
This excellent sports play-by-play.
Who dares
Okay.
enter the beast's garden?
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
Yeah, sure.
Monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
I suppose it is simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then. I know the nature of princes all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well, for the face of a beast, it is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I too was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I rankled one too many evil hags. One dark night, I was turned into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shape and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this pelt? You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
If there's any way I can help.
Help? You? I'm afraid you don't understand. The enchanted barriers were a warning and protection for you more than for me. Your prize for forcing your way past them is to join me in this dire life. By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Oh, the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm
So why
afraid
weren't
it
the
was
druids
only
who
her
stole his
final
heirloom
bitter
curse? You will
joke.
know soon.
You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maid, for Casima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you. I personally would not waste my last few hours
Alexander
as
is
a
a
man on an
maiden.
impossible errand.
What
Then
maiden?
Alexander shows up in a blonde wig.
Yeah.
Hello, can I offer my assistance?
I'm a girl
And
in
the
the
only girl I might have
tower.
left. If perchance
No.
you should, if you think you have found a maid.
I shall
just-
give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone, mind you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
Also, I just like how come you get points for getting that. It's just, hey, you're turning into a beast, so yeah, good thing. But hey, at the
Do
very
you
least,
ever actually turn into a beast, or does it just...
Fountain now.
yeah, it's a timer.
Alexander's about to turn into
Oh, so there's a
beast.
timer, okay.
No time. We're turning into a beast. I mean, that's what we kind of want to happen right now, because we gotta die in every way. But yeah, I don't remember if there's like a trigger in order to make that happen or not. It's like, where could I go in order to waste time? Huh.
Alexander feels a
Let's
strange...
go there. Seems like a good idea.
Let's play King's Quest 7 to waste time.
I guess.
Burp, 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 burp.
Oh wait, 2 minutes? Is that really all the time you have? Oh, you can go back in the catacombs.
arrives at the top.
What?
Okay, I did not know you could go back in them, so I guess if you miss out on stuff in the catacombs, you can go back. Yeah, you can also totally come back here too if you want. But yeah, we'll interact with this place whenever we're gonna have a reason to be back here again. Wait, can we go there?
Greetings, guards of the city of the Winged Ones. Would you be able to take me back to the city, or perhaps the Oracle?
Lord Azure asked you not to return, and you agreed. Dare you break your word?
No.
Dare you break your word? Yes. I'm turning into a beast.
Yep.
Alexander climbs...
Oh. Okay, at least this falling down of the...
Oh, no.
all right.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, no.
Whoa! Whoa! Ow! Hey!
At the very least, he needs to have some adventuring jollies before he turns
Alexander
into a
feels a-
beast. That felt good. I knew that people were gonna be in this stream just because I am... Oh, thank you, Carry Warrior! Yeah, if you get a
Carry Warrior, 3 thumbs for 6
If
months!
you get a subscription while you're playing King Quest, you might be second in Guidebook.
If you get a
What was that
subscription
voice?
while you're playing King's
It's our
Quest,
good old buddy
you
Jeff
might be psych eyeball.
Because that was not an American Southern accent.
Yes, it is.
Whatever the fuck you were doing there was not that.
Like, I don't know. If I boost
If
the...
you
You should hang out inside one of the shops and go crazy.
Alright, come on, Alexander. Turn into a beast.
He's too busy walking a long path.
If you believe the chat tag, it takes 2 minutes, you might be thinking of Gamma.
Alexander feels
Oh,
a
yep,
strange
there we go.
sensation come over him.
Finally.
His skin begins to itch. His head throbs.
What the fuck
What?
is
Was
this?
that the beast you could
What did he turn into?
Alexander
What is
pulls
that
out his
thing?
magic dog toy. It's a beast.
Is that the beast you could do? Fuck
The path, like destiny, cannot be altered.
What? What the fuck? What is this fucking message? The path like this, didn't
It can't be altered.
So, who's doing commentary with me? It's Rejax and UZWorm. Give him a
Hi.
hand.
Don't.
Alexander
Alright, now let's do what we were actually supposed to do.
Alexander
now.
feels a
Oh, we were
strange
supposed to do
sensation.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wandering around for
Yeah.
20 minutes wasn't the
Yeah, I
idea.
mean, Ragny was here earlier, but yeah, I think she might have fallen asleep.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Alright, come on, can you please help me out? Alright, here, I got roses
That
for
would
you.
serve no purpose.
Oh, that is so nihilistic. My god.
It would serve no purpose.
Rotten egg, obviously.
Throw the tomato at no.
But I have someone I'd like to tell you about.
Please, sir. I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
Oh. Alright, I'm a stranger with a rose.
Pardon me, maid. I hope you don't think me forward, but I see that you like roses. I thought you might...
Just because she's tending a rose bush doesn't mean she likes roses.
No,
She
that's
probably
because-
fucking hates them.
No, that's because during the entire game, the maid will just always leave the house in order to go look at roses, and then her master will be
Oh, I
like,
should-
"Ah, are you looking at the rose?"
A rose of red. It looks so pale and delicate. Wherever did you find one of such a color?
There are many hedges.
Okay, so I'm
of
gonna
them on
guess
the
that's the
Isle
natural
Beast,
voice
and they
of the
grow
person who
together
does the
like
really
magic.
aggravating
truly?
high-pitched rolls of
What
the
an
game.
adventure that must be to see them. But I should not speak so, especially to a stranger. Thank you for the rose, though, kind sir.
Alright, and now let's show her the ring.
Alexander has a thought about the serving girl. He decides to bring up this subject.
First
of
thought
peace
he's
with
had
her.
in the whole fucking game.
Let me tell you about the place where the white roses grow. The Isle of the Beast is an enchanted place. There's a path running through a deep
I didn't know you
forest.
did actual
The
voice
path
work for
crosses
this
3
game,
magic
UZWorm.
blockades, set to keep all visitors
Red.
at the center.
Why? That's the beast.
Really?
No, that was the
That's
Minotaur.
blockade?
Oh, okay. oh,
I said
how
red.
gets
That's
worse.
Is it very
There's no-
terrifying and ferocious?
It is a beast that walks on two legs and dresses like a prince. It speaks
But yeah,
with the voice of
we're
a
the
man.
best
A
salesperson.
beast that talks and wears clothes? How is that possible?
She is really easily
Beast
impressed.
magic too?
Well, to be fair, our
magic.
current predicament is really fucking shitty.
Beast was once
Yeah,
It is.
anything's probably exciting her right now.
Formed
Yeah.
the beast and set him on the island. There he lives in a castle in the midst of a maze.
How terrible. Imagine how lonely he must be.
It is a very lonely prospect, isn't it? Oh, I have met him, you see. He is indeed ferocious, but who would not be?
Well,
He
not
really
Alexander.
exists.
Who among us
Oh,
isn't
how it breaks
ferocious?
my heart.
I can't tell if those are cheekbones or bags under her eyes.
Such a beast might find comfort.
She looks
in a
really
good place.
tired.
Nah, that's on
think so?
purpose.
Oh, I think it's
She is
so.
essentially a
I
slave.
very much think it's so. You would not be afraid of him?
Just as you are a slave to shitty
Maybe
games.
at first. But how silly of me to speak so. The roses in this little yard are the only magic I will ever see.
I could take you there. In fact, I would owe you my life if you would go. If you truly wish to go.
You are serious? I could leave here? Oh, I have always dreamt of leaving. But to actually go... This is the only home I have ever known.
What a scene, man!
Thank you, Ice Cream Fax Machine, for the
Even
bits.
Ice Cream Fax Machine cheers for 100
If I
bits!
can help him.
That's trying to survive this! Keep it up! I told you I'm gonna read every notification. It's job.
Oh my god. Like UZWorm, do you want more job opportunities? I've got one for you right now, you
is
see.
there nothing you wish to take with you?
There is nothing.
Then take this ring.
New Patreon goal for Psych. Every notification in
Oh,
future
please, if
streams.
You would wear it.
Read by UZWorm and Jolo voice.
Why, it's
Yeah.
the most beautiful
I'm just gonna
thing
have
I've
you
ever
read
seen.
every word in the English language, and it's gonna be the most stilted voice-to-speech thing.
Yeah.
To a place where roses grow, and to someone who truly needs me.
Oh, we got there
I
fast.
see you wear my ring.
Yep.
You willingly
What is that
agree
crawling
to
down
spend
there?
your life here
That's
with
a
me?
lizard.
Do you know what that means?
Yes, my lord, I do. I have been touched by your story.
Pity alone need not sentence you to endure this face.
Oh, but it is a gentle face, and kind.
Yeah.
You look so sweetly.
Well,
thank you very much.
By the light of your
No, that was the
eyes, my
Minotaur
spirit
again.
soars. The enchantment. It is
Oh god,
broken.
I think I prefer
Ah,
him
what
as
did
a
you wear?
beast.
No, change him back.
Yeah, change him back. He was better as a beast.
What? Speak not such nonsense, beauty.
He just looks like the
You think
freaking
that I learned
douchebag
nothing
from
of
Lords
true
and
love during my
Ladies and
time
Max
with you?
Payne.
You are my queen.
Oh,
What?
my clothes! This gown!
How well it suits your noble.
No, it
heart.
doesn't.
Alexander, how can I ever repay
So why
you?
does she has like a
I have
fucking
nothing to offer
French
except
beret or a
gratitude.
fez on her
But
fucking
please,
head?
take these old clothes.
Yeah,
It
the-
suits her
Perhaps you'll
noble
find someone
heart.
you need
Yeah,
during your
the
travels.
curse has gotten
You have already
stronger.
repaid me by your example of courage, Beauty. And by your friendship, I hope.
You will always have our friendship and loyalty, Prince Alexander.
Also, I sound
From a
really
fellow
interested
adventurer,
now that the
take some
curse is
advice.
broken.
If you find your true love, protect her with your life. Fear all beasts without the redeeming humanity of...
Shut the fuck up.
And to aid you, accept my mirror. Now that my life is no longer hung in false shadows, I have no need for it. Give it to someone with nothing to fear from the truth it reveals.
Thank you.
So what, he
I wish you
just carried a
both
mirror around and looked at himself all the time?
Yep.
Come, beauty. Let me take you home.
It's our good old buddy the genie who's spying on us.
Oh, okay.
Yay, we don't have any curse, but boy, we sure made the life of this girl a whole lot more miserable.
Beast's castle has a different, more welcoming air as the bridal home of Beauty and her prince.
Yeah, here's what we actually came here for. Falling water.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
Alright, so out of that we actually got 3 things. We got a teacup which is full of water and a whole bunch of other stuff. A mirror and some
Beauty's
clothes.
old clothes are very ragged and heavy. They consist of a long, thick dress and a headpiece which covers the hair and most of the face.
No, we could not get the water, because if you try to get water, I showed it off earlier, it will just go and be, you don't have time for the water, you're about to turn into a beast.
Okay.
Yeah, now that the enchantment is broken,
Alexander
we can finally
pulls
get
out
the
his
water.
magic map.
Yeah, I think this is the point where you can actually choose what ending to go for. I think if you want to, you can end the game, but at least I gotta go and check out something really quick, because that's not something that I ended up seeing, and I'm not entirely sure on how it's achieved. But
I think you can sneak in at this point because of the clothes, right?
yeah. I just
A group of serving women approach the castle.
Ah, Wolf! More serving women! The castle staff is certainly busy today!
But yeah, at the very least, I wanted to see this.
Gotta move on there, wenches! There's plenty of work
What?
left to do
Fuck
before the
you!
wedding.
My god! Can we kill these dogs? Hey, you wenches!
Those serving wenches are always late.
Yeah, I think you have to do this.
Taking his cue from the serving women he's seen enter
Can't be
the
seen
castle,
changing clothes.
Alexander decides to try a few alterations to make himself more acceptable to the guards. He ducks into the little hut to put on Beauty's clothes. Feeling a little foolish, Alexander slips Beauty's old slave clothes on over his own. Imagine if Cosima saw him like this.
Nah, she will be thrilled, actually.
Well, here we go.
It just looks like kind of a surgeon.
You there! Girl! You're late! Get a move on before the Wazir sees you!
The Wazir?
My bad!
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god, fuck you, game.
I'm so sorry.
Now we gotta go!
The castle guards lock the main entrance doors behind Alexander. From the open door comes the clatter of pots and pans, yelled instructions, and other busy kitchen noises.
That's definitely what that noise is.
Girl, don't just stand there.
Yep.
There's a stack of silver almost to the ceiling that needs polishing for the wedding. Get a move on.
What's wrong with you?
Phew. I can't afford to get caught up in that mess. I'd never find Cosima.
Alright. It's like just doing
Cough,
that.
cough.
Yep. That was the appropriate response to all of this. So now do I actually have everything?
Alexander is the lamp contains sacred water, baby's tears, and fountain water.
Well, just let me know when you need to start reading the dictionary as Jala.
So, alright. Now it's time to actually start taking the steps in order to get to the true ending, aka the best ending.
What have we been doing this whole time?
Yep. Oh, okay, now we've got the thing. Okay, everything is ready. So now we gotta prep up our spell of making rain. Because there's still a whole lot of things that are missing, so therefore that's what we are.
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters 3 have I for tea, brew a tempest now for me.
Okay.
Yep.
The lamp in Alexander's hand gives a little perk.
Okay.
He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Yeah, here we go. Now we're totally ready to make rain.
Alexander
Would have made more
pulls out
sense
his
if he had
magic
said the
lamp.
incantation while waving his arms around.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird because I think the other spells actually work that way, but not this one.
Alexander feels a strange
But
pulling
yeah, why did we
sensation.
prep up the spell before going there again? Because now the druids are waiting for you, so hey, if you don't prep it before going there, you die!
Appeared from nowhere.
Yay.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
Not again.
And just
Look,
stand there
I'll
and
leave.
don't...
It's no problem.
What? Not again.
Yeah, just like, I don't know. Just like, in this timeline, he wasn't captured by the druids
The
yet.
spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place. But as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh. Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
This must
I
be
don't
the
know.
governor we were warned about. How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival. Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage. And the cage is swung out over the bonfire.
Yeah, it's time to boil to
Oh.
death again, but hopefully
Yeah.
things will be different this
Alexander
time.
starts to feel a little warm. The bottom of the cage is
Or he'll
getting
just chill.
uncomfortably hot. This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage.
And yeah, in this alternate
It's hot,
timeline,
hot,
now
hot.
there's fire in the cage, and that's why you need the
Alexander pulls
clothes
out
of
Beauty's
the...
old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders.
Oh no.
Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around.
I wonder what it could be.
Egad, something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot.
What?
It's just
His eyes for a second there.
boiling.
His eyes still there.
Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
And here we go, the roast is ruined! Also, pictured here, rain.
Man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down!
What?
Later, after a short but furious thunderstorm.
What was with that transition?
Don't worry about
Ever
it.
since the winged ones.
Later, after a short but furious thunderstorm.
Besides, Wizir
Yeah, it just seems like that people from all the other islands just ended up stealing something from another island.
I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one. Unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony. I'm running out of time. What is
Are you a princess threatener? No. Then you're okay. Alright, now excuse me while I will slaughter babies.
She told me of 2 souls in unrest there.
Are they princess babies?
No.
Well, then what, who cares?
You're mad.
You're
mad. Put me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't knock it until you try.
But I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it. A young knight who came to the land.
Does this rug on top of his head actually blinks? I swore that I saw it blink.
According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover.
Oh yeah, it totally blinks.
The Lord of the Dead's horse.
Yeah,
a
live rug.
Demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies.
Oh, that is weird. I just noticed it.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks really weird.
Those unfortunate enough to
it blinks at the same time than he blinks.
With their very souls intact. Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
Ah, that is a blacker matter still. To the druids, he is Samhain,
Lord of Coldness. Just for a second I thought it read Lord of Cookies.
But he insulted the gods and was
pretty sure that's what it
says.
says.
The underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you're
leisure shoot King Quest.
Impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer.
Yes, it's going so well.
Brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Yeah, now we have an idea on how to go to the world of the dead while being alive. And of course, the answer lies in our spell book.
Oh, goody.
Yep. Because, hey, we totally have a spell for charming a creature of the night. So, if we meet Nightmare, then we totally need to cast this. So, we need a skull full of hot oak embers. We need sulfur, aka brimstone, and a strand of a pure-hearted maiden hair. That's really fucking specific.
This is the last.
How convenient that you have those things on you.
Oh yeah, now hot embers.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
Right, now we need sulfur.
The spoiled egg has a slightly yellowed shell that bulges in spots from the pressure of the gases inside.
Oh yeah, let's mix our spoiled egg with the hot ember.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers.
Delicious.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, spoiled eggs have sulfur in them?
The egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers.
Sure.
Sounds the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Sounds.
Yep, sounds. We got brimstone.
Yeah, all it needs to do is smell like sulfur, apparently.
Yep. Yep, there we go. And now we need a maiden's hair.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull containing the embers and the spoiled egg.
Yep, there we go. Her skull is ready, so now it's totally time to go. Oh.
Sounds.
Zounds. Okay, just gotta make sure, do I have all the ingredients that I need in order to go there? Yeah, I have a teacup.
The little china teacup is made of fine porcelain. Alexander is...
Oh yeah, that's right. Probably should go and check out the final spell that I need. A cup of swamp ooze, river Styx water, and a black horse feather. I probably should actually... yeah,
Get that swamp ooze.
Yeah, I think I need to get the swamp ooze first. Not 100% positive, but it probably won't help to actually... wait, it probably won't help.
Alexander feels a strange
Probably will
pulling
help
sensation.
to do and check out all of this before time. Grand Wizir, did you kill Cosima? Actually, yes, I did. Shut the fuck up. Alright, swamp ooze. Let's collect it with our good old teacup.
What do you think you're doing? You
Oh,
started.
there's that sassy stick.
I was just getting some swamp ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp sludge!
He's right, you know.
Yeah,
He could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a
More
mere
wacky dialogue, here we go.
Okay.
Alright.
Perhaps I can help you out by throwing a rotten tomato at Stick in the Mud for you.
Really? I appreciate the gesture, but the swamp is broader than it looks. Only a native like myself would be able to hit him from here.
Alright. You asked for it.
There's no reason.
Come on.
Alexander sees that would serve.
I just want to give the freaking pumpkin.
There's no.
Okay.
I thought this might come in.
There's no.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the Log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey! What are you doing there? Watch the pulp, would you?
Well, my favorite movie was Pulp Fiction!
The only
It's my favorite
thing
episode of
ever given
VeggieTales.
me is mud. Take this!
No! Not into the swamp!
Make it out of the way.
And the
Graham.
pitch!
Or Alexander, I mean. Blink.
Oh.
Wait, the tomato has arms?
I give up.
Yeah.
Jeez, sorry.
It can talk.
Well,
Who
Yeah,
cares
but I
if
didn't
it
know
has
it had
arms?
arms. It has arms.
Thrown at you. I'm sorry.
You mean it? Really? Brother.
Hot stuff, brother!
Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
Yep, there we go. Meaningful dialogue. Here we go.
Alexander fills the teacup with the swamp ooze.
Oh yeah, now all that we need is stuff from the river Styx, and we need a feather. Now I think it's actually time to actually do the deed. Whoops.
Do the deed.
Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander causes family quarrels for his own selfish gain.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Ring. Another tomato in the swamp. We don't
What?
need no swamp bigos.
Is it Chartreuse Floyd?
Yep. Yeah, hey, look at that. Totally
Go ahead.
dark creature of the night
Alexander
over here.
arrives at the top of...
Yeah, first, let's go do something that I forgot to do earlier because I was about to turn in a beast and I did not want to waste my thing. So, yeah, let's go back in the Minotaur's lair.
Alexander, apparently confused by being in the deserted Minotaur's lair, missteps into
Why?
the pit.
Because
Apparently
why not?
confused.
Oh. What?
Oh. Imagine that being your last words.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next. From the frying pan into the fire.
Just like this is the dumbest thing.
This game is the dumbest thing.
Alright, we've got a creature of
Yeah,
the night
does the
to
nightmare
charm.
kill you, or is it just not give a shit?
Yeah, just, whatever. You die because you click in the pit of fire. Because you went back here for no reason whatsoever.
Well, I mean, can it kill you or anything or not?
Alright, anyway, it's time to charm a creature from the
Alexander
night.
solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Okay.
Nightmare fires
Something
her
you're
nostrils at the scent
singing
of
to.
fire and brimstone.
You see,
That's
fire
it.
and brimstone
Come on,
totally
I
smells
need passage
great.
to your homeland, fiery one.
He's not fiery, he's really dark and
Unable
somber.
to resist the power of the enchanted
Or
smell,
she, that's right.
Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the humans so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Now ride!
There we go. Now it's time to go to the land of the dead.
Oh, this is a good view.
It actually looks kinda neat.
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world.
There we go. Land of the
And
dead.
some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
Alright. Speaking of...
Uh-oh. One of the wandering ghouls brushes up against Alexander. The touch of the putrid flesh dissolves the living matter like
it looks
acid.
like a pirate with a rockstar wig with a knife sticking off the back.
Pretty sure that's what it is. You were already dead!
No, now we're dead for real. We were in the land of the dead as a living
Alexander's
being,
mother
but
always
yeah.
told him to avoid bad ghouls.
So what the fuck says that?
What?
It's not like undead people are a common concern or anything.
It's a land of magic.
This one's different. This one's...
Yeah, they're all random.
Who are you, poor undead creatures? I see. How interesting.
Alright. Right, I must muster the courage to
Who
talk
are
to these
you, raving
ghosts.
spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caliban.
How convenient they
We
are
were
right
murdered
here.
in our beds by our trusted Vizier. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged.
It appears the king and queen died
I
of
came to take you
natural
back with me.
stabbing.
Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Wazir. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Yeah,
Then take
sure.
this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter...
Now we have tickets in order to go to the world of the dead
I
itself.
will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
As long as we're not gonna go and touch more ghouls or anything. Yeah, a good old familiar sight.
Where is my little boy? Ali!
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest.
I said, Ollie, can't you fucking hear me?
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way.
Oh, how the dead person doesn't know
anything
that
I
the
can
other
do?
person is
Weakness
dead or
handkerchief.
whatever?
If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
Oh, my Medhali. There we go. Ghost handkerchief. Ugh. It's like, that was kind of a bad place in order to just find ourselves at. But no, the alley that we're speaking of is sadly not the person that mans the bookstore. It's a different alley. It's just, I have no clue why they went for that name, because it's just too,
Because this game is dumb.
Yep.
The skeleton to the left of the
That's all the reason.
path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Ticket, please. Next.
Alright, let me in.
Might I get one of those tickets?
The skeleton with the tickets must not approve of Alexander's less than ghostly looks. He refuses to give him a pass.
Yep, that's why you need to talk to the ghost of Cassimo's parents, because otherwise you cannot get in. So, alright.
It's an increment.
Anyway, there's a couple of bones
A group
here.
of large bones form an interesting arrangement to the right of the path. Two smaller bones are propped up on the
I don't know if this
near
is
the
my
larger
favorite
group.
part of the game or my least favorite part of any video game.
Yeah, it's definitely a sequence that leaves nobody indifferent.
Alexander picks up the two bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind him of?
Marching band.
Now I remember.
Alright.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
It's just the first time that I played this game, I did not do this. And yeah, you have to do this in order to win the game, by the way. So why does that one skeleton just have like one shoe?
Yeah, he lost the other shoe somewhere.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just like, what the fuck? I hate this so much. And it's just like, it pours the stupidity even thicker here.
Who's playing the bass?
Nah, there's a bunch of ghosts here. One of them knows how to play bass for sure.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier.
Yeah, just like, you're supposed to be in the realm of the dead, and yet here's the goofiest fucking part of the game. Like, this is totally Roberta Williams' fault.
Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
Alright, I just gotta go and check out something. Can you give the key back to the guy? Hey, I stole your key.
Alexander
You dropped
returned
this.
the bony key, but he might find it useful. Besides, the skeleton has plenty more bones where that came from.
Okay.
Take it, please.
Wait, can you actually die here? I gotta see.
Probably.
Alexander approaches the entrance to the underworld.
Take it,
Yep.
please.
Ah.
Take it.
Alexander.
Oh, it just doesn't let you pass.
This is so underwhelming. Just like, come on, kill us.
I have a ticket.
Oh, on.
Well, you're excited about that.
Right. Welcome to the most cheerful part of the game for sure.
An ebony mass of liquid flows below the path. It must be the river Styx.
Alright, let's see how good we can swim in it.
Alexander slips off the path and plunges into the river Styx.
Oh
As
no.
soon as the water touches his skin, Alexander's mind and body go numb. He sinks like a lifeless stone.
Smart.
Tickets. Oh,
Yep.
Where are you just here?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we had to go back
What
somehow.
a fix. Bathing in the river Styx.
What?
Hey, would it be better if Jalo said it?
What? Oh.
Apparently,
Yeah, this corpse is
Alexander's
full of
not the only one
ghosts.
who's curious about the body on the path. A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druid spoke of. Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious.
Well, now it doesn't sound serious anymore, because my...
Zounds!
What are you doing?
What?
Yeah, here's our good old buddy Karen.
Alexander skates the banks and plunges
Whoops,
into
I
the
missed
Styx. As the black water comes into contact with his skin, Alexander feels himself
You
going
son of a
numb
bitch.
from the legs up. He sinks.
Hi,
like a
Karen.
stone.
Bye, Karen.
tickets. Oh. Next.
Hey, what a fix. Bathing
Did you
in the
buy a
river
raffle
Styx.
book of tickets?
Oh yeah, what I actually wanted to do was, well, you have to remember to get like a cup of river Styx ooze, because if you go back to your spell book in order to remember about it...
The realm of the dead is a very dangerous place. There's no time for that
Oh.
here.
Yep, you
Okay.
cannot read in the realm of the dead.
So you just have to remember what the spell was.
Yep.
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
How does he store that?
And the teacup.
Yeah.
The teacup that
I
never
must see the
spills.
Lord of the Dead.
Yeah.
Please, let me ride across the river Styx on the ferry.
Charon apparently has rules as strict as those of the skeletons at the underworld's entrance. Alexander
Yeah,
is
the
not
rules
getting
that
on
are
that boat
strict,
until he
like,
gives
hey,
Charon
we
the
need a
appropriate
ticket,
fare.
otherwise you're not coming by.
Alexander can't push his way past Charon. He'll have to convince the ferryman to let him board. The journey
I have a ticket.
are beyond Alexander's ability to grasp.
He just shakes his head. Nope.
Nope. No.
Yeah, just like, I know
no.
there's a debt here, but I kind of forgot how you enable it.
Charon apparently...
Maybe the debt just
You see the
appears
what?
if you do not have the actual item, because, yeah, you know the good old fable of the Greek mythology that Charon requires 2 coins in order to let you board across river Styx. You go there without the 2 coins, then you die.
Charon apparently...
But yeah, I think we cannot die here, because we do have the item.
Can you poke him? Did you try poking him?
Alexander can't... Alexander...
Oh, no,
Nope.
that didn't work. Okay.
Charon stands in his...
It's probably just you've got the item, so
Yep.
it won't kill
It's
you.
probably just like that thing in the with the hole in the wall, so yep. Sorry, that's a debt we're unfortunately gonna miss. Oh yeah, maybe if we give
no.
something other than a coin, alright.
Charon is already dead.
Oh, pfft.
Here you go.
Alright, here, have an
Charon
handkerchief.
would not be interested in...
Ah. Yeah, I have the feeling we're not gonna...
Alexander can see all he wants to
Gaze
see
upon
Charon
yourself.
without the aid of that mirror. Alexander looked a handsome, somewhat lonely young man.
No.
Oh my god.
I have
No.
this gauntlet. Will this get me across the river?
Charon seems unimpressed with the knight's
Fuck
gauntlet.
you.
Whatever the gauntlet's purpose, it apparently has nothing to do with the river Styx ferryman.
Nah, I think we cannot die here.
I mean, if you walk in the water again, you
Alexander?
should.
Yeah, but that's not the debt I had in mind. There's a debt where Charon himself will kill you.
Will
Alright.
these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
But yeah, once again, if you get there and you forgot the coins in the catacombs, you're fucked. At the very least, I now know it's possible to go back and get the coins in the catacombs, but you still will need to know they exist in the first place.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a little weird.
One.
Touch has awakened my sleep.
Oh, so welcome again to
smell
J.
the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand
Grr.
again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Alright, whatever.
Alexander decides to try to force the gate open.
What a good idea.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Also, the dialogue kind of went missing. It's just, whatever.
Who needs it?
Next.
It must have been love at first bite.
Oh.
Oh.
Alexander reaches out suddenly.
What ties?
Alright, whatever. I don't want to force this gate open.
Unable to think of any
What?
other way around the fierce gate,
Yeah.
Alexander decides to brave the river Styx.
Because I know how well it worked
The
out.
black water
Oh my
of the
god,
river Styx
this
numbs
thing's
Alexander
dialogue
to the
just
bone.
doesn't
He
exist.
sinks like a rock.
What a shame.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Yep, cancel this river, go
Hey,
into...
hey, what a fix. Bathing in the river Styx.
Again.
Yep.
Alexander.
What?
What? Oh, okay. Just immediate.
Tasty.
I just walked too close to the gate, but the gate decided to kill me immediately now.
It must have been love at first bite. The wooden gate does not look particularly conversational at the moment. Alexander reaches out to open the gate.
Okay, so I guess
Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath.
Alright.
What?
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass.
Let me in.
I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
As we now know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you pass, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps a test. Yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is gate's wont to ask.
What a shit
riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst
Good thing I have this book of riddles.
gate,
Yep.
his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My
Yay!
first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's...
It's Jolo!
Alright. No, I can't. Fuck. I
no,
can't
can't
go
do
back
Jolo.
in time.
Well, you're fucked up now.
Yeah, I guess.
How do you submit?
I don't know the answer.
Ah, don't sound so disappointed. I will make it quick. Perhaps.
There we go again.
Yum.
Tickets.
Just like I wanted to type Jolo, but unfortunately I was not allowed to do
Riddle
so.
fiddle. What to do? Somewhere sticky, there's a clue.
Yeah, just in case you could not figure it out.
It's in the swamp ooze.
Just like, the riddle is already really easy on its own, but they, just like, I don't know, they really overestimate their thing.
Agreed.
My first is...
Oh yeah, my first is
I-
oh no! Fuck! I didn't
Oh, no.
want to do this, I just wanted to skip
It
the
was
thing.
Jolo!
Tickets. Oh.
Riddle Alexander...
Right, come on.
What? I
No. I have
and
agreed.
my foot.
My
Okay.
first is foremost legally. My second
Yeah, this
circles
gate has been
outwardly.
responsible for
My
more
third
deaths than
leads
anything
all in
else.
Victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
But yeah, it's foremost legally. It's hell. My second circles outwardly. Oh, because it's a circle. My third leads all in victory. V, because it's the first letter of the word. And my fourth twice ends in nominee. E, because there's three.
The answer is...
I hate this game.
Thou traitor of the mortal plane, how didst thou guess?
Because it was really easy.
That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Love cannot be banished.
Love is unknown to him as well, don't worry.
Yeah. The only thing that is known to us is Stalker, though.
Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Here we go. Time for the big boss. It's the Lord of the Dead himself.
In the center of the great cavern, the Lord of the Dead reigns over the hosts of the dead.
Well, first, can you make those hooded guys mad?
The sea of souls in an endless stream. What things the spirits tell him are best unheard by mortal ears.
Alexander fucking sucks! He's an asshole! I bet
That guy's a loser!
Puts probably his underwear backwards.
The servants of the Lord of the Dead stand silently at the head of the path to his throne.
The Lord of the Pentachramic side.
Excuse me, I'd like an audience, please.
The shrouded guards escort Alexander to the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
Alright.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Dead is a huge, grotesque figure. He and his throne are one, grown together over the centuries till he can no longer move. Chains further bind him, pinning him to his endless, weighty task. If he was once human, as the Druids claimed, Alexander can see no sign of it in his merciless, fathomless eyes.
Alright, kiss my hand.
As though sensing Alexander's desire to touch him, the Lord of the Dead reaches out his hand. As the Lord of the Dead's hand touches his shoulder, Alexander's mind fades to blackness.
Whoop, here we go.
I've done much of Alexander.
Also, that death is so fucking shitty. It's just, my god.
Why is that one different?
I don't know. But yeah, why are we here, by the way? We are here in order to bring the former king and queen to life.
Excuse me.
The shrub.
Why have you, if you kiss?
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
I seek a...
Why?
He has nothing to do, but yeah.
What?
We have to challenge him to a duel.
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge thee, death, by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod, and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod.
There is no possible way he knows how to pronounce that.
We have the gauntlet.
Like Scheherazade.
Impossible!
The skull's behind him.
Challenge death.
A man of flesh is all I need to be.
I'm Prince Alexander.
He's a man of flesh.
That you seek with this challenge, the soul of some dead maiden.
I seek the souls of King Califim and Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed.
And the hardest
tomb
other
does not
challenge
open its
is
doors
me
lightly.
speaking English.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well.
Oh, great ultimatum.
Of an
Yeah, right.
Either let us all go or kill me now.
Yes, I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years, I have sat upon this throne.
So come on, that
I
challenge
have
will
heard
already have
every
been
sad
rejected from
tale
Arcade
that
Pit
can
by
be
now. It's
told
too
by
wordy.
human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended
Is the challenge stay awake during a playthrough of this?
Well, so far it's happening for all of
like the
us.
very stars.
You can't prove I haven't had multiple micro naps by now.
I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh.
This is the
That
dumbest thing in the
is my
game.
challenge.
At least the xylophone thing was funny.
Cry?
Okay, so you just have to give milk to one of the babies around there.
Yep.
Or fire to ice.
Oh, thank you, Adirondack Creek, for the hoe.
Adirondack Rick is now hosting my stream with 10 viewers.
Alright, so now how could we possibly challenge it? Oh, I know. I'm gonna do some reading.
Alexander's heard the expression.
Alexander
bored
pulls out
to
his
tears,
magic.
But somehow he doesn't think it would work in Death's case.
Ah, come on. Don't knock it until you try.
Drink the drink me potion.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Ah, it
No.
doesn't work.
Damn
Just
it!
dropped the head from him. It's like, what
It
the
would
heck?
make it. He was like, "Wow, he didn't even let me kill him," and then he'd start crying.
Alright, I will kill you with my puny ability.
That small dagger will hardly stop.
Oh, is it the mirror? Is that the solution?
Yes,
Yep.
it's the fucking mirror. You make him look at himself, and he's like, "Oh shit, I look ugly as hell."
Perhaps a tale of my love?
Oh my god.
If anything, I think it will actually work.
Cleopatra and Helen of Troy.
The only thing sadder than your love life is your sex life.
Nothing to me.
Yeah, I think.
Your time.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Just give him the fucking goddamn.
Yeah, I ran out of time.
Man of flesh. You have failed the challenge, and now you must pay the price of your arrogance.
The Lord of the Dead
Arrogance.
Alexander instantly with a numbing cold and blackness.
It's like somehow there's not even like a voice sample for any of these deaths.
They didn't plan this part out.
I guess, alright.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images
I
ever
have a
blacker.
pimple on my nose. Oh no!
Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man. The years of watching misery and horror, and growing ever more numb to it. The seep of his own humanity. The slow growth of a new thing altogether, which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no
Yeah, we get it.
redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Aye.
Take it away. Make it stop.
The mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed, and bring them to me. King Caliphim and Queen Alaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Also, please bring me a hamburger.
I hope that they will.
And you,
Extra ketchup.
my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go. Until we meet again, then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never
I've got
as
it
long
scheduled
as
for
you
next
might
Tuesday.
wish, mortal. Now, be gone.
Yes, my lord.
Right, now let's fuck off from the land of the dead as fast as possible. Yeah, here, you see it's the green isle, so therefore the landmass is green.
Are you coming, Majesty?
Al-Hazred's treachery
Okay.
must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Casima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
No, we don't deserve any of this, it's just, no. But yeah, now it's time for the final act. And yeah, this guy is back too, by the way. Alright.
About time. Where have you been?
Yep.
No more death. I doubt that highly.
No, I mean...
Good day, Prince Alexander.
I know what you mean.
Yep. But yeah, this guy is back, our good old buddy the genie, so now it is finally time to drink me for real.
Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
I can't go on anymore. Without Casima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no!
The vizier has beaten me.
No!
I give up. Poison is my last resort.
Stop!
I am...
I
Also, thank you guys start for the bits.
Aye! Hindsaw, and suddenly you die!
Yep.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased.
Yay!
Seconds later in the castle.
he got there
I
fast.
told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead! He killed himself in despair over losing Cosima. What?
Teehee.
Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious.
No, he hasn't.
I saw him myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything,
Have
Master.
you chosen the color of the
I
carnations?
do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed.
Alexander's heart lurches to life in his chest.
Prince Alex, but you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked
Don't
man.
quit your day job.
You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
So yeah, what all of that was good for? Well, because in the cutscene from earlier, we've now been able to tell what the lamp of the genie actually looks like, which makes no fucking sense because it's not like Alex suddenly learns that the lamp looks like this, and this puzzle is fucking bullshit, and I hate... Alright, but now it is time to get rid of our tinderbox and
Would you
swap
mind
it
if
for
I
the
traded
last
this
thing.
in?
Of course, Prince Alex, please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Yep, only one item is not being used so far.
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Thank you.
And yeah, now it's time to go get ourselves a lamp. Alright, old lamp, we don't
There's
need
no
you.
reason to-
Come on.
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
Ah, an old lamp. And what a nice traditional design, too. Take your pick of my new lamps.
But yeah, here are all of the choices. So if you don't get the cutscene and everything, you only have one chance out of 6 to pick the right lamp. So we need this one over here.
Ah, a fine choice, my son. Here is your new lamp. Good day, and I thank you, sir.
Good day.
Yeah, at the very least,
Now
I
we gotta go all the way to the other side of the screen.
Drat, another dud.
But yeah, I'm fairly certain it's always the same lamp all of the time, however, but still.
That's no fun.
Yep, it's the same. So yeah, earlier we saw the first way in order to get into the castle. But yeah, things are gonna be different because it's not as if we have an outfit to wear anymore to sneak in. So now it is time to figure us another way in order to get here. Now we have a good old teacup.
The little china teacup is made of fine porcelain. The teacup contains swamp ooze and water from the river Styx.
But yeah, now we have to steer with a black horse feather, which is the item we found way earlier in the game and seemed to have no purpose.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently.
Oh yeah, I think you can give like a Cosima another white rose or something, and it gives you 1 point.
The jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the
So we're
teacup.
restarting, right?
The
Nah.
teacup
She
mixture
can do without that
hardens and
rose. It's
thickens
just
to a
bleh.
paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
There we go.
To paint something, Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can then be used on that location. The teacup feels... Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall.
Yeah, that's what painting sounds like.
Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
Alright, so now it is time to spellcast our way to victory. Magic paint, it's just, hey, somehow really randomly convenient.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what I think.
Oh, he's not going to say it this time?
What I
Nope.
draw.
Only
the narrator can say it this
speak
time.
it out.
The spell worked. The door has magically solidified. Eager to be inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside. The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Well, if we had an easy exit, then things will be boring. Alright, now we're finally at the very end of the game. The castle.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
It's time for Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, at least whenever you do the ending, the true ending, there's no real sneaking that has to be done. It's fairly straightforward here. Especially if you decided to quote-unquote kill yourself in front of the genie.
Oh, because the guards are a lot fewer.
Yeah, there's barely any guards around this part of the game.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long.
Because you're annoying.
Mother?
What?
Mother, where are you?
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to showcase like what will happen if you let that boy do more noise, but apparently you can do that if you have the key item.
You must be the son of the spirit.
Oh, is he called the guards or something normally?
Yeah, the guards get
and asked me to
hear
tell you
the
that she's
ghost
waiting
and
for you
everything,
there.
and then they spot you inside here, and they're like, "Ah, all right, let's lock you here."
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel is a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
There we go, and now we have a clue. Apparently, a Man of Steel has our way in order to get something to happen.
Alexander opens
I'm not even sure why I'm going here, because the other dungeon doors are all vacant. Alright.
A closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque.
Yeah, I think you need that hint in order to finish the game, otherwise you're not gonna know what to do with this thing over here. Can I open this?
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
He refuses.
Yep. It's like this time he's just like, no, I'm sorry, I'm stupid, but not all that stupid.
Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
Okay.
Yep. There we go! Jolo!
Prince Alexander!
Yo!
I can't believe it! How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You have a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard
Don't
dogs,
tell me anything,
especially
please.
today. The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jalo. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous. Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend.
I thought you were gonna try and
Where is
assassinate the
As far as I
vizier!
know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere.
No, you wouldn't.
And they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means El Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor. Well,
And they're correct.
That fucking laugh just
Casima's
sounds like
sake, I wish
freaking
you luck.
DSP.
I'll
Just
be
like
here
right
if
now I
there's
hate
anything you need.
Jolo.
Thanks, Jalo.
But yeah, if
Everyone
you...
always hates Jolo.
But yeah, by the way, if you do not befriend Jolo, if you get into his room, he calls the guards on you and you get thrown into jail.
Nice.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
No,
I'll have to
bullshit!
wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jalo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Gwen,
Yeah, the
do
sound
as
of
you
cleverness.
please, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jalo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
Here we go. It's time for Metal Gear Jolo.
A cozy little fire is ablaze in Jalo's fireplace.
And yeah, by the way, you cannot interact with anything in here because...
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on Jalo's privacy by looking through his trunk.
Yep.
There's bodies of children in there.
Oh my god!
From the East Hall, Alexander hears the sounds of a door opening and a guard's footsteps trudging heavily down a flight of stairs.
Alright.
How do you know it's not Jolo?
100 Jolos coming down the stairs. Oh no.
Yeah, we
Oh
better
no.
hurry up. Also, hello,
100
Festivore.
Festivores comes to...
Yep.
Then pulls up on the knight's right arm.
I've replaced the lamp with Festivore!
Hey, how's it going?
Doing alright.
It's just me sitting on the desk.
Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby.
There we go, now it's time to spy on everybody.
Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Hazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding. Call me
So
an old
Saladin
dog that
is
can't learn
really
new
dumb.
tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders. Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown? Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say Ali, but then Bay came
Ali
up and started
Baba.
yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
Oh, oops. And then that dialogue just kind of loops again. Oops. Ah, you see, one character is quiet because they're a distinguished guard dog.
It's because dogs can't talk, actually.
That was a climb.
Oh my god.
So many steps.
I know.
I swear that last time I played, I did not have that fucking line. Ooh, what a climb.
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds.
Uh-oh, it's about time to get really awkward.
Alexander's palms begin to sweat, and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
Psst. Busts through the wall. Cosima, it's me!
Who's there?
It is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
What?
Alexander?
It's like I'm not sure I'm getting this one.
He sticks his face through the thing like he's Jack Nicholson or something like that in The Shining.
Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by
Yeah,
and
it's
had
brought
not
me so much
forgotten.
comfort to know I have
But
your
you shouldn't
ring.
be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn.
What is it?
What a nerd.
Alhazred, do you want to wed him, Cosima?
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry this
Box of
man.
text.
Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely, I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you.
You'll only have to marry me
We shall
instead.
escape.
How? I cannot fit through this wall. Besides,
Not yet until you try
do you
it.
think I could leave my kingdom, my people,
Constrictor
in Abdul's
harness.
hands? But Abdul would tear the castle
In
apart if I were to
Abdul's
disappear from my room.
hands.
You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not?
Oh, I'm gonna be his bride.
I have been planning too, you see. I
It's
believe
like, I don't
can
know, it
escape.
seems like
If
she
I can
kinda
only
started
get
to
a
have the
chance lay
beginning of
my
a
hands on
southern
weapon, There
accent.
might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But I...
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please.
Especially
let me
your
just
words,
look at
because
you,
you're boring
dear
as hell.
Alexander.
Alright. Oh, alright, I guess it's time to stab Princess Cosima.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in
Okay.
handy.
Why, it's perfect. This
Show
is
her the
just
mirror
sort
so
of
she
thing I've been
cries.
looking for.
The perfect
Thank you,
knife.
Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Ah, yes. Now I can cut my letters open. Letter opener, you see.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Cosima.
Oh.
She's even more beautiful than he remembered.
Oh no!
What?
Someone's coming!
What?
Oh.
The lock on Cosima's door.
She
Oh,
was just
her
looking
head just
away
turned
as
like
a
green thing for a
reflex.
second.
Alexander, hurry!
Now you
Step
play
away
as
before they
Cosima,
see
and
you.
she's stat, and you have to kill
Alexander
Alcazar.
hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
She screams at everybody that goes into a room. Ah!
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall.
Hopefully somebody's not scratching him.
Hey, Alexander, it's just me, just scratching my ass.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
There's no room for two Jollo impressions in here, Festivore. Fuck off.
Nope. It's time for evil Vizier.
Dear
Yeah,
Shadrach,
he's certainly writing some
salutations from
letters.
the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long
Just like, is he
preparations are
writing
about
just
to come to
etc.
fruition.
etc. on the letter?
He probably is.
Now I have to redo the last scene, but with the bad guy.
In a matter of minutes,
Here, take this
I
knife.
will wed the lovely Cosima.
Oh, I will wed the lovely. she's a bitch.
Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident.
Yeah, just in case you didn't believe the whole is evil thing.
The accident is that he's gonna fake his death.
Been infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side. In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul Al-Hazred.
Yeah, they were totally involved with the
I
villain
think
of
it's about
King
time
Quest
to see if
5.
Shamir has taken care of
Oh,
the
no?
wish as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
Right,
The wizard's
Rhinoceros
words
head, keep
fill
track of my
Alexander with
letter.
blazing anger and fear for Cosima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
Just busted through the wall down. Surprised to see me.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Lots of
The hot topic.
Yep, a secret passage in the closet.
There's plenty of colors at Hot Topic.
Are you sure?
Alexander opens the box and looks inside.
I bought my old wallet there.
Alright.
There's an old bottle of black ink among the
The inevitable box.
Some old ivory dice have been left in the box. A worn old brush is among the box's trinkets. Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
Zebu.
Finding Cosima is no game of chance.
Or is it? Because boy, you needed a lot of chance in order to get here.
The trunk is locked.
Yeah, the trunk is locked, so how do we open the trunk? Why, of course, with the mystical key we got from the land of the dead.
Alexander inserts the
Because
skeleton
logic
in
is
the
for
trunk's lock
users.
and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk.
Alright.
A few worn leather books occupy the trunk. The top one is entitled Guidebook to the Land of the Green Isle. A book like that might have been a big help when Alexander first arrived. The trunk's owner obviously found it interesting too, for the guidebook is dog-eared and stained. The trunk contains some old leather books, a bottle of what looks like oily perfume, and a stack of correspondence.
Alright, correspondence.
Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul Al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads, greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear
Etc.,
of Great
etc.
Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It
Well, he
seems the
suck at
plans for
chess,
that
so
little
good thing he
kingdom of yours are
fucking
coming
died to
along.
King
I
Graham.
must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the island so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown.
That fiend.
Yep. Alright.
A door leads into the hall. There's a keyhole in the door. Alexander peers through the keyhole.
Yeah, if you want to, here you have the good old stealthing going on here. But I'm not really sure if we can actually do this or if we even need to do so, but we might as well just say hello to the guard. Because there's still a failure state that we have to showcase.
We don't have to.
Yeah, we totally
Yeah, we do.
Alexander steps confidently out into the upstairs hallway and sees two guard dogs.
Hello there.
Don't just stand there. Grab him, Bay. I'll bet it's that saboteur fellow the Wizard warned us about. I say we run him through right here and now. No. Woof.
Oh, no
Zero
woof.
run you through.
No.
He doesn't get a chance at the prisoner. Let's put him in the dungeon for safekeeping. Then we'll go tell the captain. Aye, Wolf, you're right. Let's go. You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
The Wazir.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.
He won't. Game over.
Oops. I think there's a lot of overlap between the two songs. Oh, yep.
Prince Alex.
Jallo, what are you doing here?
Never mind. Quick, before the guard dog patrol comes.
It's really hard to whisper in this voice.
Yeah, if we get jailed and
How
Jolo
did you
saves
know I
us.
was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander.
With a note like this, I can sniff you out anywhere.
In this castle. Now be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
Just like he's always
Here I
smiling
go.
no matter what.
Doo-ba-doo.
Waltzing away. Oh, oh, he's still waiting on him to walk up the stairs, I guess.
Yep. Gotta wait until he crosses the threshold of the big door. Alright.
There's a door at the top of the door.
Oh.
Alexander peeks through the keyhole. There are two
Please do
guard
not make
dogs
Jalo a new
talking in what
notification.
appears to be a large hall.
Unless it's me as
Oh,
Jalo
and
reading
we
the
even
dictionary.
see Jolo climb up the stairs.
Gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello.
Guard dogs.
An intruder! Grab him!
I was just looking for the kitchen.
I'll bet you're the foreign saboteur the Wazir warned us about. He sure fits the description. He's supposed to be dangerous, Mike. Let's throw him in the dungeon, then go tell Captain Saladin. Right, good idea. I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph. Who would be crazy enough to do that, Hal? I don't know, but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry. Let's keep an extra sharp eye in the halls. We'll make sure no one can get near him again. Right, Hal.
The guard dogs slam the door and lock it. Alexander has a feeling there will be no help from Jalo this time.
Yeah, but that's okay, because we still have one final trick in order to leave this thing.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key and quickly makes his escape.
There we go. I am free. Also, wait, there's nobody in the hall, so... Did they even remember to put, like, anybody? Like, this hallway is fucking empty like a butt full of nothing. But yeah, let's just go and finish the dying process.
Uh-oh. Guard dogs.
Again.
An intruder! Grab him!
I was just looking for the kitchen.
That didn't work last time, Alexander.
Sure, right. The Wazir will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner escaped. How do you suppose he did it, Ralph?
Well, hell, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's why I personally searched him.
You did? What'd you find?
Only this funny-looking key. He ain't got it no more, though, now does he?
Ha ha! Good work, Ralph.
Okay.
Just as Alexander realizes that he has no possible means of escape, he hears the sound of wedding music playing somewhere in the castle.
Confound this dungeon. I'll never be able to stop the wedding now.
Also, that portrait looks so sad.
Alexander.
How many more ways can you find to fuck this up?
Alright, anyway, now it is time to book it.
Alexander crawls back through the wardrobe to reach the secret passage.
Oh yeah, that's right. However, in this one timeline, is there actually not gonna be like, you know, a guard patrolling the hallway? Oh well. I still have 2 get out of jail free cards. Ooh, what a climb down. Right, please let there not be anyone. Ah, okay, there's nobody around, so yeah. This door is voice activated because, hey...
There's a strange door on the west wall. There doesn't appear to be any handle or keyhole on the door.
Now we have the spell in order to open the door.
Since the door on the west wall has no visible knob or handle,
oh fuck.
Alexander decides to try to open it.
I kind of forgot what it was.
His words carefully.
I know it's... Heli...
Oh jeez. It was a Les, right?
Zebu, yeah.
Or Zeba, that's right.
Yeah, thank you, chat.
Listen, door. I would
knew
have
it.
you open. Ali Zebu.
It worked.
Ali Zebu.
Yep.
Ali Zebu.
Hey, welcome to Ali Zebu.
Alexander is standing in the Castle of the Crown's treasure room. The soft-toned room seems very secure. Along the walls are trunks and caskets, probably full of the kingdom's treasure. In the middle of the room is a low table.
Oh, alright, it's now time to learn the truth. All the
Alexander
answers,
pushes
all the
drapery
questions that
aside,
we had will be
curious as to what
answered
might
by
lie
this
underneath.
drapery. Yep, look at that, a whole bunch of treasures.
Oh no.
On the table is a
Oh,
coat of
what a
arms with the
bounty.
head of a beast on the crest.
Beast said that his coat of arms was stolen by the druids. This must be it.
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
That fleece must belong to the Winged Ones. And they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
Winged.
On the
Winged.
table is a miniature
Winged
oak tree.
ones.
It looks very old.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the druids thought the Winged Ones stole.
Winged.
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonder's singing stone. Did
Ah.
they think that the beast had stolen it?
As Alexander
That's what the
looks
stone
at the
sounds like.
objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the Wazir's cunning. It must have been the Wazir or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors
Genius.
that one of the other islands was responsible.
What did the Wazir have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
Well, in order to allow him to do whatever he wants. Right, that's it. Let's make sure that none of our traces have been showcased. Here we go. We've never been here.
Alexander hears the sound
How
of
could we
music
even
coming
tell?
from the east. It sounds somewhat classical, but... oh no, it's wedding music.
Uh-oh.
Alexander hears a door of the north hall open. Then, the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way. Alexander hears the sound of a guard's footsteps coming from the north.
Oops. I did not see what they...
Alex doesn't know his directions, though.
Alexander's been seen.
Wait, what?
What?
Hey,
He's coming down the stairs, right? Yeah.
Oh, it came from there? I thought he was coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, it said from the north, but
That
no, it was a guard that was all the way up.
That was technically north of where you were. Technically.
Be quiet. The Wazir told us to look out for a saboteur. My nose tells me that's you. Guards!
Alexander watches helplessly as the guards descend upon him.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander wonders...
Right, get out of Cholo free card.
Jalo.
Never mind.
Haven't we done this enough?
But...
Jesus Christ.
How does he keep escaping?
Alexander hears a door of the north hall open. Then, the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way.
Okay. Okay.
Juke it out.
Just like he was terror allergic.
And a keyhole. Alexander peeks through the keyhole. There is no one on the other side of the door.
Okay, there we go. Now this time
Alexander hears the guard enter the west hall.
Oh, alright. We better not stay here.
Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen. The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
Oh, oops, we suck.
Prince Alexander, here. The Wazir will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good.
Right.
Jello.
Life, Prince Alexander.
Oh, no.
You were told to stay away from the castle, but you chose not to listen. I have no choice but to obey the Wazir.
But Saladin...
And then you die.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that is exactly what happened, yes. Festivore.
What the fuck was that?
Prescient Festivore, thank you.
Evidently, Saladin is a dog to be reckoned with. Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall.
Yeah, it was good old Graham that
Is coming
screamed
from
that
behind
way.
those two large doors.
I mean, the Graham scream is a stock sound effect, but still.
Prince Alexander, here. The Wizard. Since you
It's a good sock effect.
Alright, there we go.
Alexander is carrying a letter taken from the Wazir's trunk.
Wait. If you love your princess, You'll hear me out. The Wazir is not what he appears to be. Cosima is in terrible danger. I have proof that this is so. For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
He stabs Alexander anyway, for the fuck of it.
This is treason. I'll have his throat. But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about Al-Hazred? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Cosima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Wazir, especially when King Califim and Queen Alaria died. But I have seen Cosima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe
I
would
will
love
work
him
on the
if
process
he
of
truly
her
were
love.
so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
A jilted lover would not believe it. But come, see for yourself.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight.
I, Cosima, declare Abdul al-Hazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
What?
But, Cosima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's the danger, as the Wazir has said.
It's just I have no way to decide on the very thing that must matter.
I think you're supposed to be doing
We're just gonna.
But then she stabs the Wazir. Haha.
Here? This is an outrage! How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding? Kill him! Kill him now!
Lord Al-Hazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet. And this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution.
What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel! I gave a direct order. Obey me, or feel my wrath.
Milady, I apologize for
Feel
my
his
behavior,
wrath.
but I
Feel
am
his
yours
wrath.
to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If he
But
wishes
yeah,
this
Abdul is
atrocious young
marrying
man's
his own
death,
genie.
then I
Hell
want nothing
yeah.
more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, princess.
Just as Saladin prepares to run Alexander through with his sword, a shout is heard from the direction of the Grand Hall.
Hold! In the name of the true king!
King Califim and Queen Alaria burst into the throne room, looking alive and well and full of wrath. Behind them, a line of
alive,
supporters
well,
look
and
prepared
full
to
of
battle
rats.
if necessary for their
They're beloved royal couple.
Yeah.
Cosima, darling, are you all right? Has he hurt you?
Hands off of her, you murderous goat!
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it, Mother.
But, Califim, that's not Cosima. I'd know my daughter anywhere.
She's
What
an
have you
innocent
done with our
devil,
daughter,
a
you
maiden, I
devil?
mean.
The lovely image of Cosima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by...
Well, he gave up on that really quickly, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why, you conniving serpent!
Get him, guards! Saladin, your sword!
Drat it all! You may have ruined my plans, but you won't get me, or your precious Cosima. Get them, Shamir! I command you!
He's getting away! Stop him!
Yes, sire, as soon as I deal with this genie.
Alright.
Poof.
Then you eat the genie.
Nice.
Oh no. They're all dead.
It's gonna...
Alexander
Just
doesn't
gonna stay here and watch everyone.
Alhazred has left the throne room and may be on his way to the real Cosima. The genie, finding a free moment in the battle, suddenly realizes that Alexander is still in the room and sends a dazzle spell his way.
Gotcha, Prince Alexander.
What?
Okay.
A dazzle spell, it said not a kill spell.
No, it's just
dazzles
Alexander
you to
is
death.
really wimpy.
Yeah, he spawns a castle on top of you, killing you instantly.
Slow.
We cannot be slow.
He very much can.
Shamir, the Wazir's genie, begins to throw
In fact, that's all
balls
he
of
ever
dazzling
is.
light at the guard dogs. Alexander can't stop to comfort the king and queen now.
No,
He
we
has
totally
to
have
find
to.
Cosima. No one is likely to listen to Alexander during all the commotion.
No one's likely to listen to Alexander at any point in this fucking game. Go. Go.
Alright. He's going much slower than me, so he has no chance.
That's how you win. You turn the speed all the way up.
All these stairs, oh.
Yep.
What a climb.
Alexander never skips leg day.
Yeah.
This is large as legs.
Alexander, be careful. Alhazred has a sword.
Shut up, wench! Shamir Shamazel!
He has a sword, oh no.
Here I am, master! It's about time, you bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me?
Well, there were the guard dogs, master, and then...
Never mind! Just kill him! Kill him now!
As you wish, master.
Yeah, I'm kinda tired of killing people.
Razzle, dazzle, snap, and snazzle.
Alexander!
Hey!
Yep.
I swapped the lamps. Here, quick, take it.
Bless you, Jarlo. I knew you could do it. Now get clear, friend.
Maybe don't like stand there and talk about it.
Good luck.
Nah, these discussions just freeze.
No, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Looks like Alexander will have to deal with Shamir before he does anything else. And that sword would be rather useless against a genie.
Alright.
Look what I have here, my friend. Peppermint. Nice, fresh peppermint.
Oh wait, that's actually...
Razzle, dazzle.
Forget the stupid peppermint. Don't you dare even think about it.
Mint.
Oh no, not now!
Yep, the genie is mint drunk.
Do something! Shamir Shamazel! Kill him!
Send a small... I mean a ball of... light to frazzle.
Dazzle Ball goes wild.
It goes crazy.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, just zapped himself out of existence.
Yeah, that's not actually the best end, so
Yeah,
we're
that's
definitely
a
going
bad
back
end.
in time.
I'll kill you myself for that outrage.
Now, for Prince of Persia.
Alhazred. I'm ready.
Right.
I don't know, I think that went pretty well.
Alright, and now, are you ready to face the Dulcimer?
Alexander sees no use for that item there.
It's like throw water in the river Styx at him.
Alright, let's fight him with a scythe.
That clumsy scythe would be no match for Alhazred's sword.
Come on.
Why not?
Light up for some tea, obviously.
Alexander.
Wow. Oh.
Yep.
Well, she's not very upset about that.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Touché. Alexander should have been on guard.
Right, and now let's...
Alexander should be a lot of things.
Yeah, let's deal with the genie properly now.
Alex.
Shut. Here I am. It's about. What? Never mind.
Here, as you...
Alexander.
Res, that's that.
Bless you.
No.
Alright, time for your new home.
Shamir Shamazel, hold your spells. I am your master now. I order you to go back into your lamp.
How did you get my lamp? You thief! You've ruined me!
My lamp! Oh, thank Valhalla! I hated working for that loathsome creature. I already feel his nastiness leaving me. How I've longed for a master like you. I've got a new master. I've got a new master.
Okay, well now ask him to kill the guy now that he's you.
No, because we're fucking dumb.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
see you later.
Well, Alexander, stealing the lamp was very clever.
It's like we're so dumb. It's just no.
Face my sword if you dare. The man left standing shall have the lamp.
So shall it be, Al-Hazred. I don't need the genie to deal with a coward like you.
Alright.
Hey, he saves him a subpoena.
Dum. Oh my.
We can't even go in our inventory, so alright, whatever.
It's very slowly.
Fixes upon the only weapon in sight.
Jeez.
You just climbed 65 sets of stairs and then you can't pick up a sword.
Nope.
Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince.
Alexander would gladly give Cosima all he owned, but he'll have to get
what?
I'll give her the sword.
Take the sword.
Don't be afraid, princess.
Great contrast, down!
Please be careful.
Also, thank you, great contrast for the bits. Oh.
Alexander.
Well.
No.
Alexander,
Yes.
no.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Oh no.
Alexander,
he's
yeah.
dead.
Alright, fine, let's fight.
I'm so upset.
Zounds!
Zounds!
So, the mouse would bite?
This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel?
What the fuck are you talking
fighting
about, Alexander?
choreography.
Tong,
Bury
tong.
that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain.
A tempting offer, but I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Not a whole lot.
We're just gonna
This
do this for a while then, are we?
It's just like now they're just punching each other.
I do love a good slap fight.
I guess this is why we needed like 3 riders or something for this game. One of them rode the sword fight.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
Ha! And so it ends.
Not if I can help it, you murderer.
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Al-Hazred's shoulder
Also, thank
with
you,
all her
Billion,
might.
Imperial Mouthword, down! Have my head bit!
Yeah.
Yee!
Raise a finger to me. You will regret that, princess.
Oh.
But I forget. I
Oh,
stopped
no.
a kitten and turned my back to a lion. It wouldn't do to let you gather your strength again, my prince.
Al-Hazred finishes off Alexander with one swipe of his
Oh no.
sword.
I have to watch that fight scene
you
again.
so bad?
It was waiting for you to do something, I think.
Oh.
You just cut your head off. What do you say?
Alexander, no!
Oh, now she's actually more concerned. I'm just like, why didn't they use that voice clip no matter what? Now the bad thing is that we have to redo this entire fight again.
I hate you, Psych.
I kind of forgot that there was not a whole lot
Down!
of
We
time.
have to watch this entire fight again!
So, this
Bubba, so right.
If only you had a gun.
You can barely lift that.
I don't need a genie to defeat you, coward. Pulls out a gun and shoots him.
But Indiana Jones, this isn't.
We get to watch Alex get punched in the face again.
It's like I love that smacking
Smack.
sound so much.
Poof, poof. Tong, tong, tong. Fatality.
It's like they put their swords down in order to punch the other person, then they pick their sword
Alexander's
back up.
arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
UZWorm's Jalo impression starts to tremble under the effort of continuing to do this fucking
Not if I
cutscene.
can help it.
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
Now may I suggest you kill him?
You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
There we go.
He didn't even stab him.
No.
He just knocked him out.
Yep. At this point, Cosima did more to stop him than we did.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, Alex.
Literally everyone but Alexander has done more to stop him.
There's no need to fear anymore, princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cosima.
I want your soul.
Would you
Yeah. Want your dagger? I want my dagger back. Give it.
Do you think you could...
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince?
I will meet your soul.
This sucks her life out of her lips.
Yep,
He was a banshee this whole time.
Great soul obtained.
Oh, guards.
Princess Cosima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Come on, he doesn't deserve a doctor.
Well, they can't torture him if he's not healthy.
I guess.
4 pancakes! Stalking successful!
Yes, talking successful. 1 week later.
Cosima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony. Saladin is honored to do so.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cosima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry.
Also, I'm really bored
Prince
about
Alexander
the
of
ceremony.
Daventry,
Hurry
take
up.
Princess Cosima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
And do you, Princess Cosima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have
Also,
Alexander's
we look so
royal
goofy
insignia
and
ring.
derpy in this picture.
Very good.
Do you have a ring? Whoops, you forgot to pick it up at the start of the game. You failed.
Who gives this bride to
You
the
accidentally fed the ring to Jalo.
Her mother and I
Oh, she married Jalo instead. Whoops.
stand in wedlock.
I never thought you learned.
That's the good ending.
I will. Alexander's mother and I.
Oh God, Graham, what happened?
Princess Cosima will
Well, he
gladly
got old.
and sanction this union.
Then, Alexander and Cosima, I now pronounce you man and wife.
What a scene, man!
Still waiting for your help, Prince. What's going on in the castle?
Thank you for the donation. Yep, Graham. And Dancing Jolo.
Congratulations, my children. I have an important question for you both. Please hear me.
Yes, sire?
Alexander, I welcome
Should we
you
make
into my
another one
family
of these
with
King's
open
Quest
arms.
games?
I
Yes,
place
we need
trust
to
in
do
my
at
clearly
least
run
2
out of
more.
ideas.
I badly wanted a son and a husband for my beloved daughter. I was wrong. But you are true and good, Alexander. You have proven yourself to all my people.
Thank you, sire.
Olaria and I have been through much. Even though we have returned to our kingdom, I do not think we are able to reign again. Will you two consider the crown? I know as king and queen, you can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted.
Based on what?
Oh, Father.
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Cosima?
I love
No,
my homeland,
Alexander, I was talking to
I would be
Jolo.
happy to stay and serve
Yeah,
it all
Jolo
my
will be the
days.
best king.
Father,
He's like the
I
most
believe I
useful
needed
character in the game.
Would you be very disappointed if...
Son, you must follow your destiny. I do believe the land of the Green Isles needs you. You'll be a magnificent king, though dearly missed in Daventry.
Then...
That's a good one, King
Oh, my
Graham.
boy, what a man you've become. And how I will miss you.
Don't worry, Mother. With Shamir's powers, we'll be able to visit often. I'm not about to forget my family.
Congratulations, Alexander.
We've spent this entire game trying to forget your family.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dear sister.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Between the return of my beloved parents and our new reign, you've made me so happy.
I'm glad I could make up for some of your suffering, my beautiful wife.
Congratulations, King Alexander. When we return home to Daventry, your crew will be glad to hear that their battle at sea was worthwhile in bringing forth a new monarch.
We were so worried when your men arrived home without you, son.
Okay, so how did they get back to Daventry, but we were the
And I am
only
as
sod
grateful
that
my
did not
crew
make
did not
it
pay
back
for my
here?
driven heart.
You have only brought us all good fortune, sire. With Shamir saved and his power used for good, reuniting the islands will be far easier. He has already repaired the ferry. Your road will be easier now that the islands are no longer feuding. Already the wounds are starting to heal.
Yes, my love. Discovering the island's stolen treasures has done more to bring peace to this land than anything
Like, is
else.
she just talking
It
to
is now clear
Saladin
that
now?
Alhazred had Shamir steal each of the island's most
Well,
valuable
She loves Saladin more than you all
then
along.
blame
Well,
the
I
bets on
believe I
others
am
to
more
cause the
worthwhile
islands
of
to
the
hate
cr-
each
of
other.
the title of king.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is done, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cosima.
Long live King Alexander! Long live Queen
Yay!
Long live all my guest commentators!
No, keep me out of it!
You know, over here the chess pieces are just too busy qualming about their next sinister plot of boring people to tear. Yeah, thank you for playing, and now get rewarded with this great music.
Preferable.
That was an ordeal.
Yeah, that was a good 5 hours and a half we're never getting back. But still the best King Quest game, I gotta say.
That's so sad.
Are you sure it's not the next installment of the King's Quest series?
Alright, hold on a bit.
Oh god, is this music really in the game?
Yeah.
Yes?
Have you never heard this before?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh. Well, this is the only reason to play this game is for the Girl on the Tower
Yeah,
song.
that's why you wanted the game on CD.
It was the stupid thing that the whatchamacallit, the studio urged the players to call their local radio station to play.
Oh god.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, it never got Never really had any kind of airplay whatsoever.
Why do you haunt me night and day?
Kevin Cannon. He's definitely loose. It's like, God, I hate this voice. It's like, even the singer they picked for the male singer, it's just yikes. Like, why would you be proud of this song? This is so fucking 80s, and not in a good way. It's like, all these instruments and drums sound so fake. Girl in the tower.
Well, I guess it is time for a remix.
Sierra almost got accused of payola for trying to seed the song to station.
What?
Yeah. The girl in the tower. Customer service. People do not like our Girl in the Tower song. What shall we do? Well, they're wrong. Special thanks for my seabird for his Girl in the Tower song. He's like the last person I will thank in the lot. No, this is not that dramatic. Shut up. My God. Yep. Oh yeah, we were missing 1 point, and you get the last point if you go back to the Isle of the Beast in order to get a flower or a rose, and then you use the bird to send the flower to Kissima. That gives you the final point that you want, and since it's such a giant waste of time, it's not worth it.
Since it's such a giant waste of time, we're doing another 5 hours worth of streams just to get that 1 point right now. Let's go right now. Let's.
Oh, God, that guitar solo. Oh yeah, that was King Quest 6, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. So anyway, thank you everybody.
I cry.
Yep. Well, whatever happened to everybody, I hope everybody found their own girl in the tower. Or guy. Or whoever they want. So when are you playing King Quest 7? I don't know, it just... I'd have to replay this game in order to finish it, and... I don't know, this just feels wrong to me. I cannot play King Quest 7 in the intent of actually finishing it.
Sounds like clear talk.
$10,000 Patreon goal.
I guess. I mean, we sure have to go through a whole lot of garbage goals first, but hey, I guess this is totally one that we're gonna get in some place. So alright, anyway, that'll be it for me. Thank you everybody for coming along to the stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream and everything. Oh, alright, so that count is 37. We died 37 deaths in total in order to actually win our way through this.
I mean, that's not that impressive since you did it all on purpose.
Yeah, but still. Alright, anyway, I see Smite is playing some more of this giant masterpiece that you might just end up calling Two Worlds. So, yeah, definitely go watch Smite. So, stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do some Patreon sub and people stuff. I'm probably gonna be either doing Town of Salem or Jackbox Party Pack games. So, be on the lookout for that for people who want to join in on the fun and all.
Oh Lord, more Town of Salem. That'll end well.
It always ends well, especially if you are Jester. So, good night everybody, thanks to everybody who came along in order to commentate on the stream, Ragny, Rejax, Festivore, UZWorm, and in case that there were other people who came in on the stream while I wasn't looking, maybe there were gremlins who joined the channel, and then just decided to commentate this way.
Yes.
So, alright.
Girl in the Jalo.
Yep. But yeah, I'm definitely getting some feed as to, well, you know, how did the Girl of the Tower was sounding like, and here's the consensus. So, goodbye everybody, hope you enjoyed the stream.